Hey everybody, it's Zach. Welcome back to the Heroverse. And guys, we're here with the after show discussion, spoiler review for, of course, Ahsoka episode 4. Guys, I am so happy right now. You don't even you guys probably can understand. We have a lot to talk about going into this episode. We have a lot to talk about, and I can't wait to talk to you guys about this. Overall, this definitely was a step up, I would say, from last week's episode. This was definitely a step up, especially towards the end, which, like I said, it's a spoiler discussion for episode 4 of Ahsoka. So if you haven't watched episode 4 of Ahsoka yet, bounce, watch episode 4, and then definitely come back here and let me know down in the comments below how much you liked episode 4. Okay, so to start off, I did appreciate the fight sequences in this episode, especially because of the clip that we saw earlier, that released earlier today, with Sabine wearing, of course, her Mandalorian armor, fighting with also Ahsoka taking out the bots that were the bots, and I guess the also, I guess, mercenaries that were after, of course, us after, or I guess they were trying to kill Hu Yang and stuff like that. That fight sequence was really cool. Seeing Sabine in her Mandalorian armor doing her thing, I thought that was really cool. But it really didn't start to pick up until, of course, Shin Hanti, and also, of course, the Masked Inquisitor ended up showing up, and then we had the fight, of course, between Shin and Sabine. The round 2, it was literally a rematch between them both. It was a rematch really for Sabine to win this time. So that was really cool, seeing their fight, especially seeing Sabine at first just use her blasters, trying to fight Shin, trying to get some shots on her. Couldn't really get any shots on her, and then it turned into the point where, of course, Shin used the Force, smacked her up against the tree, and then we had, of course, a lightsaber on lightsaber duel, which I thought was really cool because Sabine was definitely, she wasn't as rusty as she was the first time her and Shin fought. You could totally see that Sabine is, really learning, she learned a lot more, especially training with, of course, Hu Yang in last week's episode on how to really swing a lightsaber a little bit more, and she's kind of she kind of is brushing the rust off a little bit. She was keeping up with Shin quite well. I was very impressed because that fight sequence went on for quite some time, until, of course, to the point where Shin got the lightsaber off of Sabine, and it got to the point where Sabine tried using the Force and kind of socked in a way, kind of socked Shin in the face with a little Force hit to the face. But that was a pretty interesting sequence, especially when it got to the point where Shin was distracted, and of course Sabine was able to get a blaster shot to knock Shin's lightsaber out of her hand, which I thought was pretty cool. That Sabine is really using that Mandalorian side where Shin totally forgets in a way that oh, she's trying to be this Jedi, oh, she's failing to be this Jedi, when it's all in all, Sabine is a really good Mandalorian, and she used that side and showed Shin, saying, "No, I'm not just trying to be a Jedi. I'm a Mandalorian first. Look at what I was able to do." Okay, the guy you said, I am crying. What the fuck, bro? Bro, I'm flipping out. I thought the lightsaber jump was gonna kill the rebels. I thought the light speed jump was gonna kill the rebels. I didn't think it was gonna kill the rebels because I knew that Hera wasn't gonna die. I knew they weren't just gonna kill off Hera like that, especially because it was a giant ring. So the light speed jump was never gonna hit Hera because she was in the middle. But of course, the pure speed of the light speed jump definitely knocked knocked some X-wings into each other and killed a couple of people. But all in all, Hera did survive. But of course, Jason, of course, he is Force sensitive because he is Kanan's son. Notice senses that there is something bad, something is bad. He can sense that something bad's gonna happen. AKA Thrawn's gonna be showing up probably, if not the next episode, probably in episode 6. Thrawn is definitely showing up soon. Bethany said, "I'm running behind. Need to catch up on episode." Bethany, I'm not even sure if you want to be in here if you haven't watched this episode. Beth, I'm not going to say much, but you need to watch this episode. You need to watch this episode. That's all we're going to say. And you can see how excited I am, and you know what this means. Go watch the episode. Catch up now. That's all we're going to say. Just catch up now. Any hints for Anakin, Bethany? Go watch the episode. Simple as that. They built a freaking Fast and Furious ship, bro. They definitely did. The guy who said that thing changed up like Nicole Nicholas Tesla built it. Yeah, seriously, bro. Like that thing went supersonic. Like it was crazy. But I was very impressed with Sabine's, really using that Mandalorian side. She wasn't really relying on the lightsaber side. She's using both, and that's what really is going to make Sabine a really good Jedi. Is she's not just using the what she's learned about from Ahsoka's training and Hu Yang's training. She is also using that skill of being a Mandalorian, and that really showed on her upstaging, Shin in that fight where they're blasting the lightsaber out of her hand. Now, the thing I did not like about this episode, of course, was oh my god, yes, please, Bethany, watch the episode. Because we're gonna talk about that big ending in a moment once we get there. But the thing I really did not like about this episode is the fact that Ahsoka killed the masked Inquisitor. That was bullshit. They really built up the masked Inquisitor by them focusing on the masked Inquisitor to really be some big threat, or oh my god, and also they really focused on the mask, meaning who is behind the mask. So to have Ahsoka just be able to just slice bro in half, and like some like dark magic ends up coming out of him, and he just ends up dying and turning into a skull, I thought that was dumb. I was like, are you kidding me? I was like, how are you just gonna build up a really cool character like this, focus on the face point of like, oh my god, like of us wondering who is this, and then just have Ahsoka kill him off? That was bullshit. That was bullshit to me. That was probably the weakest shit of this episode, was having Ahsoka kill off that masked Inquisitor when you've been building it up. And it's not just me that noticed it, about them focusing the frame on his mask, on like, who is this masked individual? I just feel like that was such a waste of a character, especially of a cool character. They really could have just done some cool reveal, whether it be Starkiller, whether it could have been a clone of Kanan, whether it could have been, even Ezra. I feel like it would have been better if they went that way, but they didn't go that way, and that makes me really disappointed, if I'm being honest. But the highlight of this, also, by the way, I thought it was really dumb, the fight sequence between, I liked the fight sequence between Baylan and Ahsoka, but I thought it was really dumb, the fact that Baylan was almost like upstaging Ahsoka, when I'm like, nah, bro, like Ahsoka was trained by the best of the best, trained by Anakin Skywalker. She should have been able to drop, bro, if I'm being honest. I was like, this is so stupid. I thought that was dumb. I was like, she should have been able to stand more of a chance against him and kind of take him out. And what really annoyed me earlier in the episode is that, Ahsoka asked Sabine, can I trust you? And I was like, why would she ask that? Like, she should be able to, trust Sabine. But I realized that the biggest question of the episode is that Ahsoka's like, I need you to do the right thing if it comes down to it, where we need to destroy this device. I understand that you miss Ezra, but if it comes down to it, we cannot let them find Thrawn. And Ezra would not want that either. And yet, at the end of the episode, when it comes down to it, Sabine Ahsoka is asking, when she's about to fall off the ledge, she's literally at the ledge, and she tells Sabine, before Baylan's able to smack her off, Sabine, destroy it, and she doesn't do it. Sabine ends up falling off the cliff. I knew she wasn't dead, but I was like, okay, that really pisses me off, because she asked Sabine and also Sabine's thinking for herself. She's not thinking from Ezra's point of view, which I'm going to give it a minute real quick. I'm actually going to read the chat for a minute. You said, Otto, you said somewhat happy it wasn't Ezra. I'm still pissed because they wasted a cool character. Shout out to the Rebel plot from Kim's Convenience. Kim's Convenience. He has a Star Wars podcast. Yeah, as well. He might be alive and screaming right now too. Yeah, definitely, bro's definitely alive. The one, X-Wing fighter pilot that we've seen in Mando. He's definitely alive. I don't think he's dead. The guy, you said, if Mara was created by magic, he can be brought back, and explained. I hope he gets brought back, because I thought that was so dumb how they killed bro off. He's such a cool character. I really wish they would have made him like someone like special, because they were focusing on his mask, and I wasn't just the only one that noticed that. That felt like a movie, bro. That felt crazy to me. The end of this thing. I'm so pissed at like Sabine for giving Baylan and trusting Baylan about finding Ezra, and that they won't harm her. I mean, I kind of believe that Baylan won't harm her, because he did tell Shin, don't choke her. You know what I mean? Like, I gave her my word about finding Ezra, about giving her what she wants, is what we want is power. But like, at the same time, I'm really annoyed at Sabine, because Ahsoka trusted Sabine to make the right decision, and she's thinking for herself, because she really thinks that Ezra is her only family, when all in all, that's not true. Hera's there, Ahsoka's there, and Ezra sacrificed himself for the greater good. And Ezra would not want them to find Thrawn. His sacrifice would be for nothing. We don't even know if Ezra's alive. That's the thing. That's the crazy part. And she's just doing this all on a limb. That really annoys me and upsets me. But then again, we have to remember that Sabine is young. This is the same actions of Ahsoka when she was young as Anakin's Padawan. So that's what really next week's episode is going to be about. Is that, spoiler alert? And we're going to talk about it now. So if you haven't watched this episode, guys, bounce, because again, this is spoilers. I'm going to say it in a minute. I'm going to read the chat real quick. I felt like that was a movie that twisted the guy. I thought, the Purgles were gonna save Ahsoka and help her follow the bad guys. You know what I mean? I thought the Purgles were gonna. I think they will show up again at some point. Probably to get Ahsoka when she gets back from like the world, because I think she's in the world between worlds. I think when she gets back from that, the Purgles will probably help Ahsoka get to where Sabine and where Shin and Balin, and also I'm forgetting her name. Let me, you guys, let me know her name, the witch's name. I'm forgetting already. The sus meter is going off on Balin, bro. Yeah, Balin really pissed me off in this episode. The fact Sabine, when she saw bro moving closer, she should have been like, stop moving or I'm blowing this shit up. But she why would you trust bro? Like, that's the thing I don't understand. But it's the actions of a young Padawan. Ahsoka made the same reckless decisions, but Anakin was able to move, like, make it, was able to teach Ahsoka, because even Anakin for Obi-Wan made reckless decisions. So he understood, okay, like, I need to understand, because I was like this with Obi-Wan as a Padawan. I was very reckless. Ahsoka's reckless. I need to be Obi-Wan. I need to teach her and protect her like Obi-Wan tried to protect me and taught me. So it's all about, patience. And I feel like that's what next week's episode is going to be about. The guy said, please don't make me think Ezra is dead. He needs to have a plot armor, bruh. I don't know, man. Morgan, Elsbeth. Yeah, the guy, Morgan Elsbeth. But here's the big holy shit moment of the episode. When Ahsoka wakes up and we were like, oh my God, like, where's she at? She hears a voice. And it looks like she's in the world between worlds. And then that's when I started putting everything together. Oh my God, she's probably going to be in a coma. She's in the world between worlds. And guess who's going to show up? Anakin. Hayden Christensen showed up at the end of this episode. Anakin. The de-aging looked pretty damn good. It wasn't anything crazy. I think we've seen better de-aging, but I was very impressed. I was like, this looks way better than what they did when they did de-age Luke Skywalker and, of course, Mandalorian Season 2. But to see Hayden back as Anakin, I mean, Anakin from Revenge of the Sith, long hair Anakin, made me so happy. I was geeking. I'm going to post that one slip it reaction. I'm probably going to, like, clip that one point of the episode and probably put it up probably on the channel. And I'll probably just put it up on my TikTok. That's probably what I'll do, because I feel like it'll just get taken down probably on YouTube. I've yet to decide. But oh my God, I was flipping out. Right when she heard something and then she said Anakin, I was like, oh my God. I was flipping out. I'm so happy right now. See, this is the shit I love. Dave is so smart. And like I said, I was angry at Sabine, but I thought to myself, right when the whole episode was about, can I trust you? And it's almost like she's going through the same thing Anakin went with her about Anakin feeling like, can I trust you, Ahsoka? Like, you know what I mean? Like, but Ahsoka was usually reckless. And sometimes, Anakin, Ahsoka didn't listen to Anakin. I feel like that's what we're getting here, where Anakin is going to teach Ahsoka, you can't be angry at Sabine because you made these mistakes too. She is young. You know what I mean? I was patient with you just as how Obi-Wan was patient with me. It's going to be like a really full circle moment, and we're going to go through flashbacks from the Clone Wars about Anakin's teachings of being patient with Ahsoka and teaching Ahsoka to be prepared for the challenges ahead, which she is facing now. So I really do love it's like a full circle moment, and this is such Dave Filoni giving us like beautiful fan service. Like, I can't be any happier. Like I said, I want to be angry at Sabine, but it makes sense. So that's why it's one of those things where I'm like, I can forgive it because it makes sense from a young Padawan's supposed to make mistakes. A young Padawan's supposed to kind of like defy the master because it's all about learning. You know what I mean? That's the point of a master, to teach the the Padawan about what I mean about not making these mistakes and that things like this happen. So when they become a master, they can teach their Padawan and be patient with their Padawan, and so that way they can teach their Padawan to learn from their mistakes. So I really do love what's going on here. I'm really really happy. You said okay. Real quick, you said Derpy Entertainment. You said, dude, I hope you're doing well. I'm doing great. But mid. You thought this episode was mid? Mid isn't a word to describe this episode. That's a I'm wow. I don't know how you thought this episode was mid. That's crazy. Unless they are a casual or a hypocrite for living. Don't forget long hair Anakin is Clone Wars season 7 as well. Yeah, of course. Yeah, but I don't really think of it like that. I think of it as, okay, this is Anakin from like Revenge of the Sith Anakin. You know what I mean? I don't really think of it as much as, oh, this is like Clone Wars season 7 Anakin. But I know what you mean. It's one and the same. But like I was flipping out because you guys don't understand. I mean, probably you guys do understand because I bet a lot of people's favorite Star Wars is probably Revenge of the Sith. That was my favorite Star Wars movie. Was probably Revenge of the Sith. And I used to reenact sequences from that movie all the time, and just I loved Anakin's look in Revenge of the Sith. I loved his look. So seeing Hayden de-aged Revenge of the Sith Anakin made me so freaking happy. I'm so happy right now. Derpy, my response. The guy who said I would have bought Sabine's loneliness more if they explained why the homie Zeb ain't here. Yeah, I don't know why Zeb isn't here either, because he did pop up in Mandalorian season 3, but he's not here. That is very weird that Hera or like Sabine wouldn't call in Zeb saying there's a chance we could find, Ezra. He would have jumped at the opportunity and they could have got the whole gang back together. I mean, there's still a chance that Zeb could pop up by the end, where like when we do get Ezra back, because I feel like Ezra isn't dead. I feel like they will get Ezra, and they will all kind of be like reunite the whole family. I feel like they will do that by the end of the season. But I'm so like the big standout of the episode was definitely Anakin. Was seeing Hayden back as in Revenge of the Sith looking. You know what I mean? But I can't get over that. He looked great. I mean, like I said, it wasn't perfect de-aging, but it looked a lot better than, like I said, Luke, de-aging and Mandalorian season 2 at the finale. It looked a lot better. So I feel like slowly they're starting to get better with de-aging. I feel like this might look the best, but you could totally tell a little bit at the same time it kind of looked weird, but not as weird as some people might think. But I would say it's definitely a step up, especially in Star Wars de-aging from what we've seen with Star Wars de-aging. I would say it's definitely up there. But you said people are comparing the World Between Worlds to when 11 goes in the water and enters the black zone in Stranger Things. In a way, that's a kind of a good comparison, I would say, because it literally is in the World Between Worlds in Stranger Things. It's like it's kind of the same. That's probably the best way to put it. For Star Wars, it kind of is like that for Stranger Things. You know what I mean? Or vice versa. Because I think that happened first before Star Wars. I guess I don't know if it happened in the books and shit like that, but it is one and the same. You know what I mean? You said the guy. You said if they reunite, they'd have Jason, but not Kanan. Yeah, Kanan wouldn't be there. The same but different. I think that's beautiful. Exactly. You know what I mean? Like technically, Kanan is there if via like Hera and Kanan's son, Jason. So it's kind of like the family is reuniting, and I do think that Zeb will probably pop up at the end. Also, I want to say we got 8 people in here. Thank you everybody that is in here. It means the world to me. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel, put on those notifications, and like this stream. We are here every Tuesday, of course, at 8 p.m. EST, an hour on our pre-show, discussions, and of course after the episodes, I come on here and do the after show discussion, spoilers, talking about the episode. But like I said, this is definitely the best episode we've had, of course, because of the fact of Hayden showing up in this episode. I definitely got to give it, and also just the fight. The lightsaber stuff was cool in this episode. I really did enjoy it. Like I said, I'm angry at Sabine, but it makes up for what I know what they are doing. It's a learning experience for Ahsoka, because this is the first time she has had a Padawan. This is the first time. She never really, is seeing from the perspective of how it was for Anakin to train someone that was so reckless and so irritating. Because Ahsoka was that at first. If anybody remembers the earlier seasons of Clone Wars, she was that. She was a pain in the ass For sure. I remember watching the Clone Wars movie in the theaters. And I was like, oh my god, like when Anakin's like, you could have got me killed, and she's like, I know what I'm doing. It's like, no, like, and Anakin, like, and almost like Obi-Wan said to Anakin, now you know how it feels. You know what I mean? You were reckless too, but I had to be patient with you. So I love what they are doing here. I'm so happy. I just can't be any more happier as a Star Wars fan. I'm geeking out and I'm just thrilled. This was just a really good episode, and I really do think it's going to be nothing but like like a learning experience from Anakin teaching Ahsoka via their moments of Anakin training Ahsoka, as like that being learning moments for Ahsoka to kind of understand where Sabine is coming from. It's going to be nothing but flashbacks in next week's episode. I think we're going to get a lot of Clone Wars flashbacks in next week's episode. I'll be surprised if we get any Balin, Shin, Sabine, Morgan, Elsbeth. I would be surprised if we get any of that next week. I think it's going to be nothing but like probably nothing but flashbacks. It's probably going to be like literally a fan service episode. Like I'm talking fan service times 1,000, but in the right way, because Dave is doing this in such a great way. It's like a learning experience where the fan service fits in perfectly. So I just couldn't be any more happier, if I'm being honest. I just think this was definitely a standout episode. I think it's the highlight out of all the episodes. I definitely think that this is definitely a standout one. Along with episode 1, I really do love episode 1 of Ahsoka, and I definitely think that this definitely is way over that, but I definitely feel like out of all the episodes so far, I think episode 1 and this episode are probably like the best episode of the series so far. I definitely do believe that. I think that episode 1 and this episode are like really good. I'm just really, like I said, I'm really annoyed about what was his name? The masked inquisitor. His name was it was like Marin or Mate, something like that. The guy, you might have to like let me know bro's name again, because I totally forget what his name was. It was like something. It was like Merrick or something. Is that his name, Merrick? Let me know, bro. Let me know. But I'm just gonna say the masked inquisitor until someone like corrects me otherwise. But I just feel like that bro's dead, honestly. Because the dark magic got sucked out of bro when he got cut in half, and like he turned into like bones. So I don't know really if that's like someone that Morgan like resurrected. I don't know. Merrick. Okay, cool. But like I said, I don't know if he's dead. I don't know if he could be resurrected. I don't know if like Morgan made him specifically out of dark magic. I don't know. I just hope bro returns. I just feel like that was just like a waste of a cool villain. You know what I mean? Like that villain had swag, and just to kill him off like that's kind of like really. I still think that I still think that Ahsoka should have came out on top on that fight, but it needed to happen where like that scene needed to play out the way it needed to play out for this to be a learning experience for Ahsoka to be a better master. You know what I mean? To train her Padawan. This needed to happen. So in that standpoint of where I see where Dave is going in the story, it's genius. It's pure genius, and I couldn't be any more happier than I am now, honestly. But let me know all your thoughts down in the chat, guys. Let me know what was some standout moments for you. Let me know where you guys are expecting this to go. I can't believe it. I can't believe we. It's crazy. It's crazy to me, because I did say when she fell in the water, I was like, oh my god, all next week's episode is gonna be her and like in like some sort of coma underwater, and it's going to be her having flashbacks with Anakin. And I was correct, because when she woke up, I was like, oh my god, this is actually happening. But she's in the world between worlds. You know what I mean? This is going to be a learning experience. I love what Dave is doing right now. I love it. And I feel like this is only going to get crazier, guys. This is only going to get better and better as I feel like as we go on from here. I feel like it's nothing but up. It really can't go anywhere nothing but up, especially having Anakin pop up and seeing what they are doing with this. I feel like it's just going to keep going up from here. And I really do think that this is probably going to be the best Star Wars series out of all of them. I mean, I feel like that's really at the same time, I feel like it really is a tall order, because I really do love Andor. That was a shocking surprise to me how much I really loved Andor. But if it just keeps going up from here, this is number 1. Like I said, even though I did not like last week's episode, if it just keeps going up from here, let's go. What more can I ask for? Like, this is literally what I wanted. And like I said, guys, I will clip my reaction when like to the end of the episode. I will clip it, and I'll probably put it up on my TikTok. So if you guys haven't followed my TikTok yet, or if you guys haven't followed my Discord, go follow my Discord, because I probably can't post it online because I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it got taken down. I probably could because it's only like such a small moment, but at the same time, I'm not quite sure. I'll try, but if it gets taken down, it gets taken down. But I'm gonna upload it to TikTok. I'm gonna upload it to Discord. I'm gonna upload it probably online. So I will probably do that as soon as I'm done with the live stream. I'll probably go right ahead and do that. But guys, if you guys want to catch my full length reaction to episode 4 of Ahsoka, guys, like I said, link in description to my Patreon, only $5 a month. Guys, like I said, I'm going to be reacting to all 5 short episodes of I Am Groot season 2 tonight. I'm going to be staying up to do those recordings for you guys over on Patreon. So if you guys want to see my reactions to that, definitely, like I said, go follow my Patreon. Or go subscribe to my Patreon. Like I said, guys, Loki season 2 is coming. You guys are not going to want to miss those reactions. I don't know what more I can say, but like, you guys aren't going to want to miss those reactions. If you guys know how excited I am for that show. Oh man, you mean, oh my god. Especially because we know crazy shit's going to happen in that show. So you're not going to want to miss that. Along with some other great shows, especially when Daredevil comes around and all these other shows come around. It's only going to get crazier. It's only going to get better. This is the tip of the iceberg. Shit's going to get crazy. We're having so much content, and it's going to be popping over on the Patreon. It's popping right now. But yeah, before I leave, guys, definitely like let me know. I actually want to see what Twitter is saying. We're going to go on Twitter real quick, and we're going to see what people are saying right now. Because I bet you Twitter is blowing up. Let me go on Twitter. Twitter is probably flipping out. So we're actually gonna go on Twitter and we're gonna see people's reactions. Okay, why is it popping up? Twitter. There we go. Or I guess X. I hate how it's called X now. It's so dumb. Let's look up Ahsoka. Let's do that. Okay, come on. Why isn't it popping up? Right? It should be popping up, right? Let's do this. Let's do the Explore tab. Oh, Ahsoka's right here. Let's see. People. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. Did that really just happen? It's Soup's flipping out. That's actually okay. We're gonna play. We're actually gonna put I'm gonna put my headphones on because if we're gonna do funny little things like this, we gotta hear this shit. We gotta hear this shit. All right. Let's go back. No. It's him! Oh, so this is live. Or I guess this was... No! I honestly... It's him! I honestly can't tell if that's, like, from Obi-Wan or if that's, like, actually from Ahsoka. I needed his reaction. I honestly don't even know. I don't follow Soups, but that's funny, though, if that's old and it fits perfectly. This is super funny. The episode did not just end. More, I need more. I do love that meme. With, of course, Adam Driver. That's probably the funniest scene in Last Jedi. That's the funniest scene. I crack up every time that happens. That thing happens. Oh my god. That's why he's everything! Yeah. That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT! Facts. I mean, Dave Filoni, you beautiful, beautiful man. I cannot believe what I just saw tonight. That did not just happen. Exactly. Everybody's flipping out. Like, everybody's flipping out. Look. That's so crazy seeing it. This is so surreal. It doesn't look bad. That's pretty good. Like I said, I gotta give him credit where credit's due. It doesn't look terrible, but at the same time, you can tell it's not like perfect, but it's almost there. I'm so happy. Oh, this is clear. This is a clear one. We'll do this one. We'll skip it. Let's get to the part. Here we go. I'll probably get copyright for this, but hopefully not.
Master?
I didn't expect to see you so soon.
I still can't believe this. It's so crazy. I can't believe they did it. I can't believe they did it. Look at him.
Anakin.
It's so great. See the music? You hear the music? That Darth Vader music. Let's go. I can't get over they played the Darth Vader music so perfect. So perfect. Oh my god, Merrick in Ahsoka be like 1% 1% evil, 99% hot gas. I don't get that really. Me after the episode. Wow, wow, wow. Exactly. Like, yeah. It's accurate. It's so accurate. Thank you, Dave Filoni. Yeah, bro's goated. Bro's, especially after this episode. Oh my god. I can't. If I hear one person complain about this episode, it's like, what are you talking about? Do you not see what dude's doing? I see perfectly what dude is doing. I'm so happy right now. Oh my god, this is so funny. Literally, my brain after watching episode 4 of Ahsoka. It's a yeah, bro. That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT. Look, guys, look at this. Look at this. Look. They did it. They did it. I can't believe they did it. And also, people are catching the lightsaber right here. That's not Anakin's lightsaber. Of course, that's Vader's lightsaber. Yep. That, of course, you know, Anakin has on his hilt. Which is really, really cool. That's what he has. He has the Darth Vader lightsaber, which I really do love. Hence the music, because as we all know, that's what he becomes. So I love how that little touch, they have that little touch in there, because that's one thing, like, Ahsoka's never gonna forget is that Anakin does turn into Darth Vader, and Anakin will always have that with him. He will always carry that side with him. So I love how like that Darth Vader's lightsaber is with him. It's like he's always carrying that side with him. Look at this. I love this.
But I want it now.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
But I want it now.
Love that. I want it now. Screaming, crying, throwing up, Ahsoka. Yeah, this is great. Star Wars fans, after watching their Merrick theories not come true. Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's a little bit of bullshit. I can't lie. Like, I can't believe... I at least would have preferred them not killing bro off. If, like, the Merrick theories were just bullshit, it's just us... our theories going wild, even though we did have a reason why our theories were there, because they were focusing way too much on bro's mask. And that alone is them trying to like make us wonder who is behind the mask. That was their fault. But like, so our theories were valid, but I still would have preferred them not kill bro off. Unless bro's gonna come back, I don't know. But like, I don't know. This is cool. Anakin said the thing. Mischievous voice. Hello, Snips. That's great. I didn't even hear him say hello, Snips, but that's great. I'll have to like rewind it. I love that. The frickin' what is this? Something Hollywood. I always forget the name of the name of this movie. But yeah, perfect. Oh my god, what's this?
Okay, boy. Okay.
Yeah, boy.
No way.
Oh my god. Yeah, I didn't expect to see you so soon. True. I was not expecting to see Anakin as soon as episode 4. Think about that. We saw Anakin in episode 4. They really did that. Dave Filoni really said, drop the mic, episode 4. That's crazy. They did it that soon, and it's only going to keep getting crazier. So cool. Okay, this is like no sound on that. I love this Dave Filoni meme. Like this little like thing someone made. That's great. Oh man, so happy right now. Look at this. I'm so happy. I'm just so happy seeing Hayden back. Oh man. Just seeing him stand there. Glove and all. I just love that Avon with the Vader lightsaber. Such a good choice by Dave Filoni. Such a good choice. Like, Anakin's always going to carry that dark side with him. Always going to carry that side of Vader, and that shows. I love it. It's like he's owning to it. He's wearing it on his, you know what I mean? He's wearing it on his hip. He's owning to it. I love that. So clever. Like, the symbolism. So cool. But yeah, guys, I'm really really happy with. I couldn't be more happier as a Star Wars fan. Like I said, guys, this is great. This is great. Let me know down. Like I said, guys, let for the people that are gonna find my after show discussion of episode 4 of Ahsoka. Guys, let me know how much how much you liked episode 4. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Was it everything that you hoped for? Were you expecting Anakin to pop up at the end of the episode? Let me know if you were. And really, this goes with the title Fallen Jedi, because in a way, Ahsoka she fell, she fallen. She's at the lowest of the low right now. Like, she thought she could trust Sabine, and then that happened, and she's gonna have her master teacher. That, you know what I mean? It's that this is what that this is what comes with being a master. You know what I mean? And having a Padawan, like, this is what comes with it. And I'm so excited for the learning and teachings that Anakin is about to show Ahsoka through them going through, the world between worlds, and seeing, so they could revisit Anakin's trainings and really show Ahsoka what Anakin meant by the trainings that Anakin did for Ahsoka, and what the messages were behind all that, so that way she can learn and teach and really teach Sabine those life lessons and stuff. I'm just so excited. I cannot be more happier as a Star Wars fan. Like I said, I keep saying it, but it's so true. But guys, I'm gonna be ending the stream. Like I said, let me know down in the comments below yet again here if you catch the stream after the fact when it does become a video. Let me know how excited you guys were when you saw Anakin. Let me know what you thought about the episode. And also, like I said, yet again here, if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, put on notifications, and like this stream. And also, like I said, subscribe so you can be here next week, because it's gonna get crazy next week if what I'm thinking is gonna happen of a lot of us, of Anakin, going through Anakin going through past moments through the Clone Wars of his teachings of teaching Ahsoka as life lessons and stuff. There's gonna be a lot of flashbacks in next week's episode, and I cannot wait to talk about all that in episode 5 of my pre-show discussion and my after-show discussion. It's gonna be crazy, especially if we get any cool sequences. Maybe I'll clip them and I will put them up. If not on the channel, I will be putting them up on my TikTok, and I will be putting them up on the Discord. So definitely follow the Discord. Definitely follow, of course, here on the YouTube channel, and definitely, like I said, go follow my TikTok, because I will be posting my reaction to Anakin showing up right after this, and over on my Discord. But guys, also, Otto, you did say bye, Zach, and chat. Bye, Otto. Thank you for being in here. Thank you everybody for being in here. It means the world to me. I love doing these pre-show and after-show discussions. Super fun. Like I said, guys, if you're interested in my I Am Groot Season 2 reactions, like I said, subscribe to the channel, and or subscribe to my Patreon, because you guys can catch those early in the early morning. You guys can catch my reactions for the 5 shorts for I Am Groot Season 2. But guys, yet again, that was the stream. Hope everybody has a great day, a safe day, and I'll see you guys next week for episode 5 of Ahsoka. Peace.
Thank you.